All right, welcome back. It is Wednesday, April 12th, 2023, run streak day 191. We're in Milo, Iowa. That's right, like Milo and Otis, Milo, Iowa. It's very windy, and we're at Woodland Mounds State Preserve. Now, this loop trail here is about 2.9 miles, so I'm gonna do 2 loops around and hopefully get around 6 miles or so. It'll be a little bit less than 6 miles. But at the halfway point of the loop, there's some Native American burial mounds, and that's why they call this the Woodland Mounds State Preserve. So that should be interesting. Never been here before. It's not too far from where I work in Indianola, so that's why I figured I'd come out here, run before work, get in a few miles, and then head to work after that. But I wanted to shoot a video here since it was a new experience. Again, it's very windy today, so I apologize. The audio in today's video is gonna be probably terrible. The wind actually isn't that bad though, because it's like 80 degrees right now Fahrenheit, so it's pretty warm already, even though it's like before noon. It's gonna be a warm day, so the breeze actually feels pretty good. All right, let's get running. Here we go. Let me start my watch. Woodland Mounds State Preserve. Probably won't be as windy once we get, you know, further into the woodlands here, and the trees will break the wind for me a little bit. Trail looks good. I was thinking it was going to be a gravel trail from what I read on the reviews for this place, but it looks like mostly just dirt and leaves. Pretty cool. Definitely looking forward to this though. I've seen people post about this place on Facebook for quite some time now, and just didn't realize that, you know, every day when I go to work I'm like 7 miles away from it, so I can just drive to it. All right, I'm going to show you guys a little bit of the trail. All right, so we came to a fork in the road, so I wanted to stop at the map and look. So we are here, which means we're a little over halfway to the mounds. I don't know if you could see it. It's the sun's kind of glaring on the map here for the camera, but these little round things, these are the burial mounds. So that's what we're trying to get to, and we're getting close. We're probably less than half a mile away, but I didn't know which way I was supposed to go. Again, this is my first time here, so I wanted to stop and take a look at the map, make sure I'm going in the right direction. Looks like I got to go this way. It's a nice time of year though. Spring is coming, or I mean it's here, but it's not quite super green yet. It's getting green. Everything's starting to green up. Flowers are starting to sprout out of the ground and bloom finally. And a lot of this stuff that's been you know, brown and dry and dead over the winter is starting to come back to life. Another few weeks and everything will be nice and green again. All right, so I think we've actually finally made it to the first of the mounds. Kind of hard to see because they're not as big as I thought they would be, but there's a little bit of a mound there. Also a little bit of a mound over here as well. And so that must be where some Native American folks from way back in the day are buried, and is probably the reason why this is a state preserve and they don't, you know, do anything else with it, build anything on it or anything like that. So yeah, pretty interesting. I think there is some more mounds other than just these two. The trail in this spot though got really hard to actually see if you were on the trail or not, because it looks almost like fall out here. There's just leaves all over the place and branches and everything covering the trail, so I kind of lost the trail a little bit there a couple times, but this is where I ended up. There's a map there basically saying that you're right at the mounds, which is how I knew. But yeah, it's definitely interesting. The trail itself though is nice. It's mostly flat, but there are some ups and downs. It's not super hilly like some of the other ones in West Des Moines that I go to, so it's a little bit of an easier trail. Inga's out here with me. She went the opposite way on the trail than I went because she's only doing like a mile or a mile and a half or something like that. I don't know if she's actually going to go far enough to get to these mounds or not. So I guess it's good that I'm shooting video just in case she doesn't end up getting this far. She can still see it in the video. All right, well, I'm gonna continue my run. I gotta go this way on the trail now, I believe. I mean, it looks like the trail also goes this way, so to be honest, I'm not really sure. I'm gonna take a look at the map again, determine which way I'm supposed to go, but I think it's this way. Okay, so it looks like we've reached the end of the trail. There is that straight spot where it goes up on the map, and then kind of you just turn around and go back into the loop again. And this is the end here. It's another mound. I passed another mound similar to this a little bit further down, but I didn't like stop and shoot a video or anything. But yeah, here's another one. Very interesting. Very, very interesting. You know what, another cool thing though, we're the only ones here. There isn't anybody else out here, and it's kind of strange because it's a nice day out. Nice and sunny, blue skies, not too hot, definitely not cold. Nice spring day here in Iowa, and we're the only ones taking advantage, which overall I don't mind. I like having the trail to myself, that's for sure. But yeah, interesting. So I'm close to the end of the loop trail here, getting closer to being back in the parking lot, where I'm just gonna go ahead and restart the loop again. But yeah, I think I'm on the part of the trail that Inga started out on now. And I will say, very nice trail. It is a short trail, being, you know, under 3 miles or whatever. But scenery's good. It's very peaceful out here, very quiet. Some wildlife running around, and that's about it. Definitely can't complain. All right, made it back to the truck here. It's really, really windy. The wind picked back up. It was nice when I was in the woodlands. It wasn't as windy in there, but out here in the open, it's really windy. It feels good though. The breeze feels nice after a run. So the 2 laps around the Woodland Mounds State Preserve trail ended up being 5.5 miles basically. So the 2.9 miles that I read, I don't know where they got that from, a little inaccurate, but not by too much anyway. Still a good run. The trail was pretty good, hilly in spots, so there are some tougher areas, and the terrain's pretty uneven. A lot of roots, a lot of bumps and rocks and stuff like that, so it's a little technical in certain spots as well. But a fun trail overall. Probably want to come back here once it gets, you know, greener and a little more lush in the woodlands as well. It'll look even better. But yeah, overall pretty fun trail to run on. I had a good time, had fun shooting the video. That's gonna do it for today's video. Thanks everybody for watching. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already. Until next time, take care.